Welcome. I am the Watch Golem and talk about all things watches and horological. Of late I've been posting up a few videos of Seikos, and that theme continued today. But first of all, customary wristwatch check. This morning I'm wearing my Citizen Skyhawk, watch I really like and also despise at the same time. And on my other wrist I'm wearing a very nice old Seiko Kinetic field watch. I'll do a video on Kinetics another time. But today I'm going to be looking at, I've done some videos on my SKX007, a fantastic watch. But I thought, as I was running around my watch drawer, as you do, I'll do a little something on this beastie. This is, for those who don't know, a Seiko 6309 7040 or Turtle dive watch from about 79 to about the mid-80s. This one I think is from around 85. So now, for a lot of people, just to be clear on this watch is not all original. Again, another non-runner I got hold of. From what I can tell, the bezel insert is aftermarket. The dial is aftermarket, though it's very good. It doesn't have the, I can't get it in there light, just bring it in. Doesn't have the beveled area around the date window. The printing's not the greatest low down, but it does have the nice sort of faded water resist sign. Also, the hands are aftermarket, and the crystal is definitely aftermarket. I do actually have an original crystal I must put in there one day. However, it's not bad. I know people love authenticity. I totally agree with that, but trying to find one of these at the time for my budget was virtually impossible. But this one was nice, came here. I like the case back. It's still got a sticker on the back. Someone put a sticker on it years ago. It's got a Z22 bracelet, and it runs the 6309 movement, which is a 17 jewel, no hand winding, no hacking movement. The watch is pretty big. It's 43.5 in diameter, 22mm lugs, and it's about 13mm in thickness. However, it really is a chunk of a watch. I do like it. The bezel is unidirectional. So this is before the ISO 064 or ISO 6425 legislation came out covering dive watches, but it does hit a lot of the marks, and it is a 150-meter water resistance watch, whereas the SKX, which actually came out before those ISO standards, hits the ISO standards on all the marks. Now the 6309 movement, as I said, is 17 jewel movement, but it is actually a very nice looking movement. Now I am going to stick this on the TimeGrapher. The watch is not in great condition, but it's just to give you an idea of what a watch should look like after a lot of use. So let's get it on the TimeGrapher. I'm just going to move this around a bit. There she blows. This is the new zoom I've got, which is me pushing my phone closer to the TimeGrapher. So it's a 21,600 beats per hour movement, and the lift angle is 54.5 degrees. So let's fire up and see what she does. Okay. So as you can see, the amplitude is pretty low because the watch needs a damn good service. Beta is all right, but again, due to the fact this watch needs a service, it's all pretty low. However, what the TimeGrapher is telling me is there's not a massive lot wrong with this watch. You know, it's, yeah, it tells the time. It would run. I have worn this watch a fair bit, and it does keep fairly good time, you know, within sort of 5-6 seconds a day. It is waterproof, but swimming only, and I have got to give this a bit of a clean and a service, and I'll show you why because if I tilt the TimeGrapher, this is now in the 3 o'clock down position. Look at it go. Oh yeah. I'm not sure it'll even give us a, yeah, we go plus 72 seconds. So as you can see, the variation, positional error is rather big. Look at that amplitude drop down. So yeah, that's a good sign that this needs a very, very good service. However, for a comparison, I'm just going to stop this. For a comparison, and sticking with 6309s, I also have this watch. This is a 6309 8020. Now these are going up in value quite a bit. Now they're beautiful looking watches. They really are. It's got a lovely linen dial for it to focus. It's got a sort of mirror finish on the inside of where the chapter ring would be. It is loomed, and it's just got that lovely sharp edge finish, although this one is a bit scratched and scuffed. Okay, it's a plastic crystal, but I don't care. Back is incredibly plain, but this watch is only about, I think it's 88. And if I stick that on the old TimeGrapher, fire up, I could do with a bit of a wind. That's a heck of a lot more stable. A heck of a lot more stable. Let it settle down. I mean, typically Seiko say give them 12 seconds to settle down, or their watches to settle down on the TimeGrapher. But this watch, when you put her in the different positions, let's move it down. Very, very little variation. She's stable. And considering that this watch, when I opened it up, absolutely spotless inside. Spotless. It's never been opened. No marks, no nothing. I think that is a testament to the 6309 movements that Seiko built. And we're going to have a look at that movement. So it's going to stop the TimeGrapher. Pop this off. Back off. Okay, here we go. Now, if you've worked on 7S26s, 7S36 movements, you'll note that they are not the greatest to look at movements, but these are just absolutely lovely. I mean, look at that. That is a nice movement. Well put together, well thought out. The biggest flaw in these movements, and I'll show if I can do it. Actually, don't show that. I know it doesn't show on this one, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll show you the back of the 7040. Just put that back on. I'm going to get the 7040 case back off. And I'll show you one of the biggest problems with these 17 jewel movements. Again, what's interesting is the finish on the 6309 movement in the compared to the 802 movement, watch movement, is this one is finished much better. It's almost polished. It's very unusual to see such different finishes. But watch, here's the barrel. If you can see this, if I just push down, the whole barrel moves. And the reason is it's not jeweled underneath. It's just into a base plate. I think, I'm not sure there's a metal jewel in there, but it moves. Just see it there. And obviously that causes problems over time. The barrel tilts, it causes issues. So a lot of people, you'll see videos on there of people actually rejewelling these and putting in at least one more jewel. However, I do think this is a fabulous movement when they're set up. I mean, look at that. Compared to a 7S26 or a 7S36, this is just lovely. Nice to look at. Always a bit unusual about the third winding rotor weight, but hey, that's I think, a Seiko thing for originally for their dive watches. So let's put that back on. And let's just do a comparison. These two again, side by side. There we go. I just love those Seiko's dials, those printed dials for diving. Just wonderful. And as a comparison of what a printed Seiko dial looks like, for another video, this is a SKJ Kinetic diver. I think it's an SKJ. There's an SHF, and this is the later version, 200 meters from about, this is 1995. And although, yeah, it's got a lot of the ISO 6425 elements in it, it has applied markers, it has an applied Seiko, so those are bits that, you know, in a knock, potentially could fall off. But I have to admit, this SKJ is a lovely watch. Sapphire crystal, beautiful. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll post more videos soon. See you later.